problem-solving place with your problem-solving packet, and you're going to meet up with your problem-solving partner. And as you're walking to your places, I want you to be thinking about what is the reason that we hide our pencils? Why would we do that during this portion of our problem-solving? Go ahead and move to your places. And I see a couple hands, and those friends are thinking about and ready to answer why we hide our pencils during this portion of our problem solving. KK, can you tell me?
Because if you have a pencil, you might be working instead of talking with your partner.
Good. You might be working instead of listening to the conversation that you're having with your partner. Does anybody else have any other ideas? Reagan?
Because you might be the problem, and then you just might want to brush, and you might not understand, and you want to be able to talk about it before you actually solve it.
I love the way she said that. You definitely want to have an opportunity to talk about it before you actually solve it. In just a second, I'm going to have you guys read this problem independently to yourself. Okay? Remember, we're doing that top problem of set number 76. Okay? So it's the instructional problem, not the guided problem. Right? As you're thinking about what this problem is telling you and you're reading it independently, you're going to think about the first two questions on our problem-solving poster. And those first two questions that we always like to answer are, what do you know? What are you trying to find out? Right? I'm going to give you about 15-20 seconds to read this problem independently. And when you're finished, if you will just look at me or give me your number talk signal, that's kind of a sign that you guys are ready to move on. Go ahead.
Okay.
How much yogurt is left? Use the number line to support your answer. Okay, the majority of you, I see that you're giving me a number talk signal, or that you're giving me your eyes, which tells me that you are ready to move on. During this time, I want you to be thinking about what you know and what you're trying to find out. You're going to discuss that with your partner. Before the timer goes off, or maybe I've given you some extra time and I haven't had you come back and talk about it as a group, what are some other things that you could discuss if you get the time to do so? Besides the first two questions, what are some other things that you can talk about? Shelby.
You can talk about if you have any connections, or if you, or other reasons or reasons why he's doing this.
I love it. I love that she said connections, okay? Pulling in those reading strategies, your text-to-text connection, your text-to-world or your text-to-self. She also said, why in the world is this boy doing this? What is he doing and why is he doing it? Great job. Give me one more thing, Lisa.
To make it sound like have like a connection of how you did it, like how does the boy use it and how you use it.
Ah, I love it. Definitely connecting it to yourself. That's great. Okay, so I'm going to give you about, let's do 20-25 seconds to discuss what you know, what you're trying to find out, and then maybe some additional things if you have time. Go ahead.
And the great thing about this is that we got an underline here. To draw it all up.
Let's have a whole group discussion about what some things are that we know from this problem. Just by reading it, we know a lot from this problem. So what are some things that we know? Emerson, give me one thing that we know.
At first, he starts with 5-6 pints of yogurt.
Good. Okay, so we're starting off with 5-6 pint of yogurt. What else do we know, Grace? He uses 1/6. Definitely, we know that just from reading the problem. Kaden, what else do we know?
We know he used 3/6 a pint to make it.
Good. So he's used 1/6, and then he's going to use 3/6. Anything else that we know from this problem? Cole?
But that's for veggie dip, and that's for salad dressing.
Okay, so he's using it for 2 separate items. I love that. What are some things that we're trying to find out from this problem? What are we trying to find out? What's our ultimate goal? Aiden?
Trying to find out how much yogurt he has left.
How much yogurt he has left. Good. We're going to move into the second section of our problem-solving poster, and I want you to be thinking about that second question. And that question says, what is a strategy that will help you solve this problem? So I want you to think about it. Maybe think about the tools that it gives you. And then you're going to discuss with your partner what you could possibly do to solve this problem. Let's go ahead.
Minus the basics that we use for the salad dressing. Also minus the basic from the jam that we have
Okay, I see that your conversations are kind of winding down, and I'm thinking that you probably have a solid plan with your partner. Give me a thumbs up if you think you have a solid plan with your partner. Okay, so now in just a moment you're going to go back, you're going to find your pencil, and you are going to put that plan into action. Friends, does every person's problem solving have to look the exact same?
No.
No, okay, and remember, during independent problem solving, you are doing everything you possibly can to justify the answer or the solution